welcome to a little segment I like to call Bumps and Bends. Hey guys, welcome to Summit Point. This is going to be an interesting week. Welcome to Bumps and Bends, by the way. Click on the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. We are looking at a track that's going to be about overall pace. It's going to be about qualifying up near the front, and it's also going to be about survival. You're going to jump into a lot of races here where you'll get taken out on lap 1, turn 1, or the left hairpin after the sweeper. And just it's going to be a survival week. But I reckon if you can get a good group of blokes around you, you're going to have some good racing. So I managed a 3.7, which is currently going down in this practice session at the last minute. But I've got an optimal of a 3.5, and my laps, I didn't do a heap of laps, but I think I'm up to pace with some good improvement to be done through the week, and should be up there the same as last week. So let's have a look at the lap, the 3.7, and then we'll have a look at all of the corners. There's lots of bumps and lots of bends here. Let's do it. The braking just before the second cone. It's all about getting that balance on turning. Trying to get the best throttle out here. We could probably use a bit more track there. Good brake balance here into the left hairpin. Be careful here. People are going to run up your ass. That's how it works. And here. Now you really need to find that point of traction getting out of here. Foot to the floor. Work through the corners and all the bumps. The aero will overcome a lot of the bumps here. And then looking for that dirt patch on the right. On the throttle early. And that's a 3.7 without a slipstream. So let's have a look at that again. From a different point of view. Here we go. So we'll look from the outside. We'll have a look at all the corners, and we'll also have a look at the control line for the safety car for the rolling start. So one thing I have done is change my brake bias to 57.5. I think it's 58 something as standard, but there's too much front locking. You can change that in the car by going to options, control, brake bias set, and set a keyboard, steering wheel, wherever. Let's do this. So I'm braking just before the second cone there, and it's not a flat surface, so it's all about brake balance here and finding that right turning point so that you're not turning in too early and hitting the curb, or turning too late and losing the rear a bit, which will send you wide on exit. So just look for that concrete, use that as a marker, and just get on the throttle as early as possible, maintaining traction, and then cut to the right. You just want to shorten the circuit here. And this is a really important corner. So you want to use as much track as possible. Ideally, you want to use this bit, but the turning point is just on the grass. So keep your tyre off the grass because you will spin, and you'll become very good friends with this tyre wall up here. So I haven't touched the brake. I'm just looking for that perfect turning point and trying to use a little bit of the curb, but not too much, and just progressively get on the throttle as early as possible and focus on drive out rather than turn in for pace. And with practice, you'll figure out how much you can use. You could probably get half the car off the curb stay to the right here, and this sweeper in 6th is where you start to set up your braking point. You can use this line in the middle is a really good marker. If you stay to the right of that, you'll lose the rear. If you stay to the left too much, you'll lose the front. So this dotted line in the middle is a really good way of focusing on this corner. Now it is bumpy here and it will unsettle the car, but you just need to find that balance, get that throttle on. Traction's really important here. Don't be afraid of short shifting into 3rd and then in 2nd here. So you want to stay out wide and then cut. And then it's all about traction. So if you can get really good traction out of here, you can get on the throttle a lot earlier and try and keep it pinned. This whole section, keep it pinned and focus on your racing line. Because if your racing line is a little bit off, that will send you a bit wide and you'll be off the throttle there. So I've gone off a bit wide there, using the bumps to turn it back into where I want it to be. Across here, and you want to straight line this. Now you can use the inside bump to actually turn the car, and you won't lose much time or any time, and then just go right out wide. Then it's just a drag race. So there's going to be lots of slipstreaming here as well. I'm using the dirt patch here, so I'm probably braking a little bit early, but my focus is on the exit once again, not on the entry. And I'm probably, if you look at the steering wheel, still hesitating. I'm probably losing a 1/10 at this corner the way I'm doing it at the moment. And just turn it in. I'm probably touching the brake on fear. I don't need to, but it's all about getting on the throttle and going out wide. Now the bump here, you'll hear if you use too much of this curb, which it will allow you to do before getting an X, the exit of the curb right here dips down a bit and the car bottoms out. So just be wary that you might potentially get damage in the car. And if you can get your exit line just with your tires on the ripple strip rather than trying to abuse the ripple strip, potentially in the race you won't get any damage. And because it's such a long straight, that could potentially be aero damage. And that's a lap. So let's have a look. That's where the start finish line is. It's a really long way away. And the safety car comes in here. So we've got a long time waiting for the leader to take off, and the leader by now from this point can take off, but you're going to get a lot of games being played. So just be patient, be cautious, be wary of the cars around you. Always press F3 and have your relative box on the screen. Know who's around you and how far they are. And quite often, it's not a bad idea to let people pass the way I race. Let them pass because they'll stuff up further up the track and it'd be an easy freebie. So we've got a lot of time here before the leader. You'll probably get a green light about here. And that's a long bit racetrack to be waiting in a pack to get on the throttle. So just be wary, have fun, enjoy the track because it is very technical for this car, and once you get it right, it is a lot of fun. So I hope that helped, guys. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it, down if you didn't. Make sure you subscribe and come check me out on Twitch, and I'll see you next time. Bye.